I'm your host, Nova, and we're here at Prince's auction in New York City. How are you doing this evening?
Oh, very nice. It's very nice to see how much people love Prince.
Yes.
You know, to meet fans and to see how much they like him for the music, but also for fashion.
Yes.
And fashion is important, and I think everybody think about Prince as a music icon. And I always consider it was not only that, but also a fashion icon.
Definitely. And can you speak a little bit about what got you involved in specifically Prince? You could choose anybody, but what was it about him that really drew you in?
I think basically, I'm more than 45 years old. The first tape I bought was Purple Rain, and I was just a music fan. So in fact, I've been listening to Prince, being fan of Prince. The first CD was Batman, and so I look old because now I'm the one who have been using tape and CD when it's happening.
I was using tape and CD too, but a little after you, but yes.
But and I was fond of his music, and very quickly I was thinking the look was amazing. When I've seen Prince in concert, I think it was during Acte Tour in Europe in 1992 or 1993. I was just amazed about the energy, about the music, but about the look. It was colorful, it was flashy, it was a jumpsuit, it was high heel, he was doing the split. It was just amazing to see him on stage.
Is there one shot in your head that takes you back and you remember him on stage in a specific outfit?
I think it was during the Acte Tour when he was with a chain hat, with a bolero jacket, with a high heel, and he was dancing, and I was impressed about all his moves, all his visual effects, not because of special effect, because of him on stage playing guitar, playing piano, singing, dancing. It was just energy.
And the stage presence, definitely.
Exactly.
And can you tell me a little bit about this collection? When did you get started? How did this come about?
I think, back in the days, more than 20 years ago, I was thinking that there is things to be preserved, there is things to be archived, and people were throwing things because back in the days there were no memorabilia, and people were not keeping things used by or worn by. And I was thinking there is many things we need to be kept, and I think, for instance, in the collection there is some paper documents where he's discussing what should be the proper purple color. And back 20 years ago, 25 years ago, nobody cared. It would have ended up in the garbage. And I was thinking, no, these things are important. These things need to be preserved, archived. And I was crazy enough to start to collecting, thinking, okay, I will keep it. Perhaps I was thinking that one day in my old days I will do a museum, but unfortunately died in 2016. And Paisley Park and the estate start to do a museum at Paisley Park, and they did a great job. And I was thinking, okay, it's pointless to continue to think that one day I will do a museum. Paisley Park is doing it. Paisley Park is doing a great job. Let's sell my collection. I've been keeping them for 20, 25 years. I've been conserving it in a safe, humidity control, temperature control. I've been asking the Louvre Museum how to properly keep it. I've been asking the Museum of Art and Decoration in Paris how to properly keep it. I've done my job to keeping it untouched, unseen for many, many years. Now it's time to move on.
And it's like you have a touring museum. Forget the one museum in one city. You're touring.
So that's why here tonight is very nice, because it's usually they were sitting in safe, protected from everything. So it's lovely to, for one, see it, and in 1 week they will be sold. The auction is already live. Next Thursday, the 16th, it will be the closing of the auction, so people will be able now to take care about it, as I've been taking care for 20 years about it.
And in this collection, my last question, do you have a favorite piece or item?
Yeah, I think I've got three, four. If you're okay, if you got time. I think there is the bolero jacket, because it's from 93, that's the Acte Tour. Prince was so full of energy on stage. It was dynamic, it was the Prince I like. So this item is particularly important to me. There is the long white coat. There Prince bought it during the recording of Under the Cherry Moon in Nice. He went to a tailor, and the tailor was the official tailor of the Pope. And he got some leftover of fabric he used for the Pope. And Prince asked him to use it to do the white coat. And this white coat has been the first white coat. And during all Prince's career, he has been using coat which have been done based on this one. So this one is particularly important. I think I love the high heel shoes because if you look under, I can show you, you look under, there is the reinforced heel because he was not only using it to walk, but to dance, and he was doing the split. And while doing the split, the high heel should resist and not break up on stage. So it's crazy to see how much they are reinforced heels to be able to dance with it and do the splits. And I think after there is a Polaroid picture of Prince, which is unique because Prince was a little bit control freak about everything. And all the picture of Prince were with the head cut out. And this Polaroid, you've got the Prince head on it. It's one of a kind. You've got the Prince picture, not without a head, which have been cut out because he didn't want any picture of him getting out of the wardrobe. So all these items are particularly nice and important to me.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
How are you feeling this evening with this collection?
Well, it's really amazing to be at the Hotel Chelsea here in New York and have so many people out that just love Prince and love fashion and love art. So I'm feeling great. It's a fantastic night, and very proud of my consignor who consigned all these things. I mean, he spent 2 decades buying from this designer, that designer, and put together this incredible collection of wonderful materials. So it's good.
And what was it about Prince that drew you to this specific project and wanted to make you get involved?
Well, Prince was such a definitive and influential musician and artist during the second half of the 20th century. He had such an impact on music, fashion, youth, vocabulary. I mean, it's endless, the influence that he had. So obviously, we were selling things of his before he passed away, but once he passed away, the emotion and the hurt that people felt when he died, like, you can actually own something he wore. You can actually have something that he designed or he wrote. So this is it's a remarkable thing, and we're just curators and stewards of these objects to get them into the hands of people that will love them and cherish them like our client did. It's time for him to sell, and it's a marvelous thing.
And was it maybe a bittersweet moment for him to get kind of like letting it go to the new seller?
I think for the consignor, our client, like, collecting each piece of this from each designer was a passion, and he was a completist, and he wanted to put it all together, which he did. And it's a spectacular collection. With that in mind, though, he realized that Paisley Park, Prince has an incredible archive of massive amounts of similar material that's going to stay in their museum and never be out there for the public to ever have. So this is he felt, okay, I've done it, I've had it. Now I want to get it into the hands of the next generation of collectors that will love and cherish it, who love Prince.
Amazing. And my last question, do you have a favorite piece here, or a favorite few pieces?
I think my favorite piece is the Purple Rain material because...
The cues, the binder book?
Well, I love the binder book where he's choosing all the purple. But, I remember, the film Purple Rain and Little Red Corvette and these moments. And there was a triumphant moment for Prince when he went on national TV for the first time for the American Music Awards. And so to have the white ruffled iconic shirt that he was wearing that night, and to have the brooch he was wearing while he slayed America. Where he just slayed America. So I think for me that's the most significant piece. But to see his artistry he wasn't just a musician. He was into fashion, into design, into art. So it's an incredible archive.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right.
How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
So I did ask which one of the photos that you took, drew you in and you want to get interviewed in front of. This was one of the ones that you chose. Can you explain why?
I just had the peace sign.
I love it, definitely. And he was very socially conscious and was for a lot of social justice. And why is that something that's super important for you?
Because I think we should all live here in peace. And, no more wars, no more everything.
Definitely. I completely agree.
Totally.
And can you tell me a little bit, what was his energy like when you saw him on stage? And what kind of moments did you want to capture when you were working as a photographer?
I just want to capture those wonderful, magical moments that are kind of indescribable, but that give you the essence of Prince. And yeah.
Are you more drawn to, would you say, cameo photos, or do you like more posed photos that are like iconic Prince poses?
I just want photographs to capture an emotion or a feeling about Prince. Physically make him look good, but also capture that magical.
And of all these concerts, were these all the same concert? These were costume changes, or how many years was this?
They're all different concerts.
And do you,
And many times over the years.
is there one concert that specifically stands out to you of them all?
Probably the Purple Rain tour. I did a lot of the Purple Rain tour, and it was magical. It was amazing.
And being that this is all about...
Yes,
Yes, definitely. That is how we would describe Prince, definitely. And my last question is, being that this is all about fashion tonight, is there one sort of fashion piece that he wore during that tour that really stuck out to you, that you have in your memory?
No, I was more interested in the essence of Prince.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
And who he was. Sure.
Thank you so much. So how are you doing this evening?
I'm having so much fun. I'm a huge Prince fan.
Amazing. And you were telling me about this photo here. And what is it about this photo of Prince that you are so interested in possibly getting?
So what I love about this photo is that Prince is like fully in his power, that he is playing his music, and that the audience is like following him and vibing with him, and he's like channeling greater powers. It really inspired. Prince is such a game changer, an icon. I don't, to say icon is like the wrong thing. I was 13 years old when I first heard Purple Rain, and I remember thinking like, I am not old enough or ready enough for this album, but I also was like, oh my God, this is adult and this is so cool. And it was such a peek into an adult world, and for him to be in that photo channeling his power and to have so many people cheering him on is really inspiring to me.
It's almost like you're called by a higher power, almost.
100%.
Yes. And I would love to know, is there one costume or one styling that you have stuck in your head when it comes to Prince, of him on stage or him at award show, something that maybe sticks out when it comes to fashion?
So I saw Prince perform at Madison Square Garden shortly before he died, and he came on stage in a purple suit and sat at a piano, single spotlight on him, and played the piano, and it was the most magical moment. And I have a terrible grainy, like old school cell phone photo of it, but it was so pure. And that purple suit that he was sitting there at the beautiful piano, that was really special.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
For old time's sake, we did another full circle. Thank you so much. How are you doing this evening?
I'm excellent. I'm excellent.
Yes.
Basking in the purple rain.
I love it, and I would like to ask, have you been a Prince fan all your life, and is that what drew you into coming tonight?
I like Prince. I'm a fan, definitely a fan since Little Red Corvette. Always been a fan. But I worked with him before, so I did Most Beautiful Girl in the World video, and I did some photo shoots and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I like him. He was interesting to work with, very unique, and a lot of my friends worked with him over the years. Cara Young was in his video Kiss, and I was friends with his wife Manuela, and friend with his wife Maite, and Apollonia is one of my best friends. Apollonia, amazing. She has a great podcast, by the way.
Do you have a favorite piece here tonight?
I do, the cufflinks. I like the sexy cufflinks, and I like the other cufflinks, the jeweled ones there, and I love these cufflinks. I like cufflinks. I'm a cufflink guy.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate you. Like a full circle moment.
Yes, well, we'll have many more. I intend on being around a while, and you're going to be here a while, so.
Thank you so much. Great seeing you.